Hey guys, welcome to our second video on algebraic division. This might be the trickiest of the three. We are looking at dividing a cubic polynomial by a linear expression. So, it's certainly the one that requires the most work. So let's get cracking. I'm also going to introduce a new way of writing the remainder. In part 1, if we had a remainder, we were just writing the answer as whatever expression we found as the answer on top of the bus stop sign, and then remainder, whatever the remainder was. We can, however, write it as an addition or subtraction. So, before we get to the algebra, let me just plant a little reminder here. So if we were to do 7 divided by 2, we could think of that as 3 remainder 1. Or we could think of it as 3 plus, well, we got a remainder of 1, so it's then 1 divided by 2. Like that. So when we have a remainder, if we want to write it as an addition or a subtraction on the end, we just divide the remainder by whatever we are dividing the number or expression by. So we're going to see that when we come across remainders. Okay. So our first example here then is x cubed plus 6x squared plus 11x plus 6 divided by x plus 2. So, remember we set this up as a long division. So, x cubed plus 6x squared plus 11x plus 6 in there, and x plus 2 on the outside, like that. Now the steps are exactly the same as in the first example. We're just going to have to do a bit more work. Okay, so our first step then, our first round, the first thing we do is the first term underneath the sign divided by the highest power of x in the divider. So, x cubed divided by x is x squared. So that's the first thing to go up on top of the sign like that. We then multiply that by the divisor. So, x squared times x plus 2 is x cubed plus 2x squared, like that. So we now write that underneath the original expression, like that. And we now subtract that green expression from the blue expression. So, go away. X cubed minus x cubed cancels out. Then we've got 6x squared minus 2x squared, which is going to leave us with 4x squared. And then the other two blue terms carry down. So we got 4x squared plus 11x plus 6. So that's one round of division complete. So, let me change colour now. Okay, so now we do 4x squared divided by the highest power of x in our divisor. So, 4x squared divided by x. Well, that's going to give us 4x. So that's the next thing to go up on top of the sign. It's plus 4x, like that. Then we do 4x times our divisor. So 4x times x plus 2 is 4x squared plus 8x. So now we write that underneath our last green expression. So 4x squared plus 8x, and then we subtract the purple expression from the green expression. So 4x squared minus 4x squared cancels out. 11x minus 8x leaves us with 3x. And then 6 carries down. So we've got 3x plus 6, like that. So that's now the next expression that we are dividing. Let's go for orange. Okay, so now zoom out a bit so we can see everything. So now we are doing 3x divided by x. Now that gives us 3. So that is the final thing to put up on top of the division sign. Now we need to, so we've done the division, but we need to check whether or not we get a remainder. So we now need to do 3 lots of x plus 2. Now that is 3x plus 6. So we write that underneath the last purple expression. So 3x plus 6. And then when we do that subtraction, we can see we get a nice tasty 0. So the answer, x cubed plus 6x squared plus 11x plus 6 divided by x plus 2 is this quadratic x squared plus 4x plus 3 on the end, like that. There's no remainder, so that means x plus 2 is a factor of the cubic. Good times. Okay, example 2, we've got the same cubic. This time we're dividing by something that I know is not a factor, so we're going to get a remainder. Okay, so set it up. X cubed plus 6x squared plus 11x plus 6, this time divided by x plus 5. Okay, so first division we do then is x cubed divided by x. So x cubed divided by x gives us x squared. That's the first thing to go up on top. Now we do x squared times our divisor. So x squared times x plus 5 is x cubed plus 5x squared. So we write that now underneath the blue expression. So x cubed plus 5x squared. Now we subtract the green from the blue. So x cubed minus x cubed cancels out. 6x squared minus 5x squared. It's going to leave us with 1x squared. And then 11x and 6 carry down. Good times. First division done. Okay, next we're now dealing with this second green expression here. So we're now doing x squared divided by x. X squared divided by x is x. That's the next thing to go up on top. Then we do x times x plus 5, which gives us x squared plus 5x. Okay, so now we write that underneath the last green expression. So we've got x squared plus 5x, and we subtract this purple expression from the green one. So x squared minus x squared cancels out. 11x minus 5x gives us 6x. And then the 6 carries down. So, next round of division, we are now doing 6x divided by x. So, 6x divided by x is 6. So that's the last thing to go up on top. Good times. Now we need 6 lots of our divisor. So 6 times x plus 5 is 6x plus 30. So we write that now down here. And now we do our final subtraction. So we're taking this stuff from the purple stuff. 6x takes 6x, cancels out. So we got 6 minus 30, which is going to give us minus 24. So, as I said then, we've now got a remainder. So there's 2 ways we can write this. So it just depends how you are asked to write it. So we could say x cubed plus 6x squared plus 11x plus 6 divided by x plus 5. Well, we could say it's, what's the quadratic that we got? X squared plus x plus 6. And then on the end we could just put remainder minus 24, or we can write it as x squared plus x plus 6 plus, minus, so minus 24 over the divisor. So minus 24 over x plus 5, like that. So if I zoom out, there it is in its entirety. Good times. Now remember as well, you can always check that it's right, at least so far as your remainder goes, by using the remainder theorem. So if we are dividing by x plus 5, we would substitute in x equals minus 5 to get the remainder. So if you put in f of minus 5, then you will get minus 24, as we would hope. So it's nice when we can check our work, especially when it's this complicated. Good times. Okay, next up, 2x cubed plus 11x squared minus 23x minus 14 divided by x minus 2. Good times. So remember, if you want to, pause the video, have a go. If not, I'll do all the work, no problem. So, 2x cubed plus 11x squared minus 23x x minus 14 divided by x minus 2. Alrighty. So, first step, 2x cubed divided by the highest powered x term in the divisor. That's x. So we're going to be dividing by x every time we do a division here. So 2x cubed divided by x is 2x squared. So that's our first thing to go up on top. Like that. We then multiply that by our divisor. So 2x squared times x minus 2 gives us, let's do underneath, 2x cubed minus 4x squared. So we now write that underneath 2x cubed minus 4x squared. Okay, now we're subtracting the green expression from the blue expression. So 2x cubed take 2x cubed, cancels out. 11x squared minus 4x squared is going to give us 15x squared. And then the other two blue terms just fall down. So minus 23x minus 14. Good times. Okay, so now we're playing with this green expression. So we now want to do 15x squared divided by x. Now that is going to give us 15x. That's the next thing to go up on top. Cracking. And then we need to do 15x multiplied by our divisor. So 15x times x minus 2 is 15x squared minus 30x, like that. We write that underneath, so 15x squared minus 30x. That. And now we're subtracting this purple expression from the green expression. So be incredibly careful here with your signs. I'm going to hold my hands up. I just cocked this one up. So we are doing 15x squared minus 15x squared. So that cancels out. And we're doing minus 23x minus 30x. So we're doing minus 23x and 30x, which is 7x. So we got 7x, and then the minus 14 falls down like that. So now we are doing 7x divided by x, which is 7. So 7. Oops, still got my cock up here, that can go away. So we want to put a 7 up here. So it's quite an important lesson there, guys. I know you guys think maths is so hard, why do I always make mistakes? We all make mistakes. It's not something that none of us do. If your teachers or anyone ever tries to tell you they never make mistakes in maths, it's a load of rubbish. We all do. Okay? So don't worry when you do make mistakes. It's part of learning when you learn by making mistakes. Okay, so Now that we've got this 7 up on top, the last thing we need to do now is 7 times our divider, which is, what was it, x minus 2. So 7 lots of x minus 2 is 7x minus 14. So if we write that underneath the purple, we are then subtracting that from the purple. They're exactly the same expression, so we get 0. So that means x minus 2 is a factor of this cubic expression. So we can write our answer, the cubic divided by x minus 2 is 2x squared plus 15x plus 7. Like that. Good times. So there it is all together in one go, if you like. Good times. Okay, last example then for this video. It must be getting quite long. So 5x cubed minus 4x plus 1 divided by x plus 3. So we'll notice here with the cubic there's no x squared term. I still like to think of it as there being an x squared term. It's just 0x squared. So under the square root sign I'm going to have 5x cubed plus 0 x squared minus 4x plus 1. And that is being divided by x plus 3. Alrighty. So, first step. The first term divided by the highest power of x. 5x cubed divided by x. Now that gives us 5x squared. That's the first thing to go up on top. Good times. Now we do 5x squared times our divisor. So 5x squared times x plus 3 is 5x cubed plus 15x squared. Like that. We write that underneath. So 5x cubed plus 15x squared. Okay, now we're subtracting the green expression from the blue expression. So 15x cubed take 15x cubed is nothing. 0x squared minus 15x squared is going to be minus 15x squared, like that, and then the 4x, the minus 4x plus 1 just fall down. Like that. Okay, next up, we are now doing minus 15x squared divided by x. So minus 15x squared divided by x is minus 15x. That's the next thing to go up on top. Good times. Now we do minus 15x times x plus 3, which gives us minus 15x squared minus 45x. Now we write that underneath, so we go minus 15x squared minus 45x So we now subtract the purple from the green. Minus 15x squared minus 15x squared cancels out. Minus 4x minus 45x is minus 4x, add 45x, just 41x. And then the plus 1 falls down. Okay, we're almost there, guys. So now we do 41x divided by x, which gives us 41. So that's the last thing we need to write up here. Now we do 41 parts of x plus 3, which is 41x plus 123. We write that over here. And then finally, we subtract the orange from the purple. So 41x minus 41x cancels. 1 minus 123 gives us minus 122 as our remainder. So we can write the cubic divided by, so 5x cubed minus 4x plus 1 divided by x plus 3. Well, we can say it's 5x squared minus 15x plus 41. So 5x squared minus 15x plus 41. Remainder minus 122, or we can write it as 5x squared minus 15x plus 41 minus 122 over x plus 3, like that. Okay guys, that's it for this video. Slightly trickier than the first. Good news, I think the third one is going to be a bit simpler, even though it sounds a bit scarier, dividing cubics by quadratics, but in terms of the answer, remember when we do that, we will get a linear expression, whereas here, dividing cubics by linear things gives us a quadratic. So this was probably the video with the most work to do. Okay guys, take care.